Sorry, I've been gone for a long time. I was on vacation and then my phone also stopped working, but that's okay. We're back and better than ever, and we have to be back and better than ever, because that's what is going on in the world right now. We have to lock in our faith and defend the gospel. So that's what I'm here to do. All right, so let's get started. I will be proving atheism to be impossible. All right, so let's just get straight into this topic. And the first question I want to start off with, if you are an atheist, or you can get in the mind of an atheist, do you believe something can come out of nothing? So the belief of atheism can originate from the Big Bang Theory, where space-time and matter would have had to create this theory. But how would space-time and matter exist if it had to be created from something? Everything becomes something out of something. Like a seed becomes a plant, the way the Big Bang Theory had to have literal, be in space. But who created space? Who created time? Who created matter? Who created an item? An item is created by the material. So you're saying that the materials just happen to be there? Whoever said that there was materials before things existed? There wasn't. So that makes the only answer to be one creator. I have a second question for you. Do you believe that you don't have a soul? So if you were to be an atheist, and you said you don't believe in having a soul, I would be like, okay, that goes with your beliefs. To not believe in God, you would have to accept the terms of no purpose. A soul is to have a purpose. If not, you would just be walking around like a sack of flesh with a programmed personality almost identical to a robot. Time stops forever after you die. Your existence has no hope to ever be seen after Earth. To not have a soul, you would lack empathy and every type of emotion, and your purpose will never be bigger than your sack of flesh. You will never have anything bigger to believe in. You will have zero knowledge of objective moral values. You'll never know right from wrong, and you'll often mistake right with wrong. The core foundation of humility is written in the gospel of Christianity. How will we treat others, speak, eat, clean, teach, learn, believe, live, make mistakes, understand, and lead a nation? And out of all things, how do we learn what is a human and how to be a human? One of my favorite examples of a nation being led by Christianity is the United States of America. Everybody wants to be here. Let's give off my favorite examples. Everyone knows the 10 Commandments of Christianity. And if you don't, you can look through it in Deuteronomy. The 10 Commandments were originally influencing the 27 amendments that were created in our firm laws in the United States. Let's give off examples if you do not believe me. Because a lot of people disagree with Christianity and politics, that they should not be mixed. When we've been living in the United States and they have been mixed this whole time. Nothing is new. 1, you shall not kill. You can look through that in Exodus 20:13. And it is illegal to kill in America. I did not know if you knew that already. Racism also being unlawful is also biblical, and you can read that in Galatians 3:28. There is neither Jew nor Greek, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. Alright, next one is, in the court you cannot bear false witness. And it will say something almost exactly similar in Matthew 5:33 through 37. Saturdays and Sundays, we all know, are our days off or just weekends. So I don't know if you go to school or anything, but You probably have Saturday and Sunday off, and that's also originated from the Sabbath day. You can get that from Exodus chapter 28 through 11. Charity and care for the people is originally biblical. That's why we have food stamps, help from the government in Proverbs 14:31. We are commanded to care for the widow, orphan, and stranger. America not being a theocracy, and the way we got the freedom of religion and speech is also biblical. You say you want politics and Christianity to be separated, yet you follow and express all these laws and freedoms. You don't want to believe in God, yet his law is perfect, and you mock him with your freedom of speech. My way of debunking atheism is this good law that proves peace and a loving God. The reason why we lack war in America, unlike these other countries, is because our foundation is a perfect God. If you want to believe in just any God, why are you not living in these countries like Palestine or North Korea, where you cannot practice these freedom of speech? And you can't practice these freedoms and these laws that protect you and me. God can only be a Christian God. Not every religion is a Christian God. For an example, Palestine is a Muslim religion country that originally started the war with Jerusalem. And not just a war with other countries, but war on women. Women lack rights in that religion, where they are beaten, they're not allowed to learn, go to school, dress, have any kind of forms of rights, leave their house. Yet, you want to accept and agree with other gods and other religions? Would you be willing to follow the law and be one of those women, or accept watching that? But if you were to be a Christian and be happy with your freedom and your laws, you will look at that and be like, no, there can only be one God. There can only be one perfect moral God that will protect me from evil and hate. To also add a poem just to end this off, and then another Bible verse to completely finish off today's message. Religious or non-religious, everybody has their form of worship. Worshipping a relationship turns a breakup into death. Worshipping money becomes your identity. When you lose it, you will have nothing. Worshipping a false god leads to wars. Worshipping sex turns to lust and never love. Worshipping drugs turns to addiction. Worshipping hate turns to destruction. Worshipping fear turns into lack of possibilities. Worshipping technology makes you a slave to the system. Worshipping perfection takes away your peace. And worshipping the enemy will bring you all of those things. There can only be one moral perfection, one creator, one God that deserves all the praise. It's the only worship that cannot let you down. I just want to read Deuteronomy chapter 4:32. You were shown these things so that you might know that the Lord is God. Beside him there is no other. From heaven he made you, hear his voice to discipline you. On earth he showed you his great fire, and you heard his words from out of the fire. The freedom God gives you, the peace that God gives you when you follow his righteous and perfect law. And just to sum it all down, I just wanted to make this really like a great topic to prove that Christianity works well in politics, and the atheism theory, science can't prove it, not enough theories can prove it, politics can't prove it, religion obviously can't prove it. You look at these other religions, and are they really the religion of peace, or is it really a religion of war? What do you want to believe in? Do you want to be a sack of flesh with no emotions and moral knowledge, or do you want to believe in something bigger than yourself and bigger than this earth? You decide. Awesome. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching. As you know, I love talking to you guys, giving some words of advice, and growing our faith together. I mean, this is a great video to watch even when you're a Christian, to really realize what we really do have. It's amazing. It's amazing to have a God like this. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of the week. Yeah, spread this knowledge, share this to a friend or family member so that they can hear in a little bit. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe if you are new. But yeah, love you guys. Bye.